release. I want to find a hip stretch here. So if this is a good hip stretch for you, stay in it. If you can go deeper, stack your ankle on top of your knee for shoelace. The other ankle underneath the knee. Or just crisscross. Left hand to the floor. Right hand comes to your shoulder. Lean. Shoot the arm overhead and drop your head. Just let it all go. Keep both sitting bones down. So in this situation, you want to anchor the right hip down. Let your head go some more. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Arm comes down and reaches away. Try to lift the chest up towards the sky. Ujjayi breathing. It's that ha sound on the exhale. With your lips closed. Rise up. Switch sides. And if just the legs out in a straddle, it is a stretch for your hips, do that. Any kind of hip stretch that works for you. Lean to the side. Shoot the arm overhead so the elbow starts in by the rib cage and then shoot it overhead. Spread the fingers. Drop your head. It feels like you're twisting up towards the sky, but really you're just coming to a clean side bend. Drop your head. This bottom arm can be anywhere. Anchor your left sitting bone down. Think of the core of the earth. There's an iron core at the center of the earth, and your left sitting bone is trying to reach it. Wrap the right shoulder blade around to the front body. Breathe big into those top ribs. And then try to find some space in the bottom ribs too. Breathe deeply into the top ribs first, then the bottom ones. And then the arm reaches down towards the floor. Out and away. The hand is reaching out and away. Heart moves forward. And then rise up. Untwist the legs. Hands under shoulders on your knees, elbows in tight, lower down. Push back up. Lower down. Cobra, belly up, pubic bone down. Arch. Elbows in. Hold it. Ujjayi breathing. Shoulders away from ears. Shoulder blades are sliding down the back. Toes, fingers wide. Lower down. Push up to the knees. And back. Right foot forward. Arms overhead. Knit the front low ribs together as you come forward. Belly in towards the spine, tail anchoring towards the iron core at the center of the earth, reaching up, toes spread, knee comes across to the toenails, above the toenails. Your back right sitting bone is reaching towards the back inner thigh, squaring up the pelvis. Curling the back toes under, lift. Square your pelvis to the front, belly in, tail down. Hands down, kick up, drop your head. Front knee stays unlocked. Lower your left hip towards your right inner thigh. So you're lowering the hip, and then lift your hip. Lower. Make sure you lift your toes on the standing foot, and then hover them on the mat. Lift, no digging. One more time. Lower. Step back into a warrior two position. Press your feet apart to rise up. Hips and shoulders are square to the side of your mat. Back foot's turned in 45 degrees. Sink. This front knee has to open up. It needs to point in the same direction as your second toe, which is pointing straight ahead. Belly in, tail anchors down. Squeeze your fingers together. Look straight ahead. Move your head back, then turn. Reach forward, windmill your arms into extended side angle. Bring your fingers to your toes. Press your elbow into your knee. Move your head back and look up. Belly in. Press into the outer edge of your back heel. Lower the hips. And then come down. Foot back. Lower down. Elbows slide across the ribs. Rise into a cobra. Elbows in. Belly up and in. Toes, fingers spread. Lower down. Push up to the knees. Left foot's going to come forward. 90 degrees at both knees and both hips, arms overhead. Belly in, tail anchors down to the iron core. Hinge forward. Square the hips by pulling the left sitting bone to the back inner thigh. Breathe like you mean it, Ujjayi. Curl the back toes under and lift. Belly in. Hands down. Kick the foot up. Bring your right hip down to your inner thigh. And then lift it back up. And then lower it down. Unlock your standing knee. Lift your toes, rest them gently. No gripping. Head dangles. Nice traction for the neck. Ujjayi. Right foot steps back for a warrior two. Press your feet apart to rise up. Wind your stance a little. Hips and shoulders face the side of your mat. You want your hips level. You place your hands on the crest, you can level out your hips. And this knee has to open and point straight ahead. Move your head back. Look over your finger. Set your shoulders a little better by placing your hands like they're on water. Lift, palms in, and elbows straighten. Flip down from the wrist. Make a blade. Press into the back outer heel. Belly in, tail anchors to the iron core. Ujjayi. Let your mind get mesmerized by the movement of your ribs. The belly can't expand here because it's got to work. So the navel, the belly pulls towards the spine, and it's a two-part breath. Breathe into your side ribs, your back, and then your collarbones. Reach forward, windmill the arms for extended side angle. Bring your fingers to your toes so you don't put any weight on them. Press the elbow into the knee. Move your head back and then look up. So it's like you're looking at a fly on your shoulder. Lower your hips a little more. Hand in, arm in, shoot it overhead. Breathe like you mean it. Hand comes down, foot back. Shake it out if you need to. Onto your side, an elbow, like you're holding a mug. Bring your hand out 45 degrees, so probably towards the corner of your mat. We're going to lift up from here. Stack your feet, and then lift your hips. Hold it. Head back. You can put as much pressure on your hand as you want, or this top foot can give you some assistance. You got to pull the shoulder back. Release. Roll over to the other side. Hand comes out 45 degrees to the corner. Stack and lift. Head back. Or here. And come down onto your back, right knee over left. Drop your knees to the right until the left knee has full contact with the floor. Left arm up, and then open up. Float your left arm. Lengthen the back of your neck. Ujjayi breathing still. Using your abs to lift your knees, switch. Left knee on top, cross it down. Right arm goes up to the sky, stack your shoulders and hips, and then open up. Lengthen the back of your neck and float. Lifting the legs, bring your right ankle to your left thigh, right hand through the hole, interlace. Send your left foot up, your left heel, curl your toes towards your head, and squeeze the legs in, shoulders down, belly in. Your tailbone anchors down to the iron core of the earth. Shift the legs to the left just an inch or two until you feel your right hip go on a stretch deep inside of it. Piriformis. Lower the foot, arms out, lift the hips. Press your right knee down towards the earth. Try to keep the hips level. Lower down. Switch sides. Left ankle on the thigh, interlace through the hole. Right heel up, squeeze it in. Tailbone comes down to the mat. Ujjayi breathing. You can do a 3-part here. Inhale, belly, ribs widen, collarbones rise. Exhale, draw your navel towards your spine, pull it in, cinch up the waistline. Shoulders away from ears. Shift the legs to the right a couple of inches. Foot down. Bridge on one foot. Press your left knee down. Keep the pelvis level. And flex at the ankle if you want to add. Lift your toes. Spread them. Lift the hips. Ujjayi. And come down. Shavasana. Feet come to the corners of your mat. Dead man's pose. Palms up. Lengthen the back of your neck. Walk your hips away from your rib cage to lengthen your spine. Drop your jaw. Soften your throat. Release your shoulders, down your arms to your fingertips. Release the muscles around your eyes and mouth. Cheeks release. Drop your jaw. Chest opens, belly softens, hips spread. Thighs let go, kneecaps float. Calves soften, feet surrender to your tippy toes. Gather up the past. Set it on a cloud, let it float away. Gather up the future. Set it on a cloud, let it float away. It'll come back later if you want. Affirm the past does not exist. The future does not exist. Only this moment in time is real. So move into your senses and be here. Feel the hardness of the floor, the temperature of the room. And then move out of the senses into pratyahara, or inner awareness. So the fastest way in is to follow your breath inside yourself. Big inhale, reach above your head and stretch. Roll to your side in a resting fetal position. push yourself up to a seated position that you like. Hands at the heart. Choose 3 blessings in your life and give thanks. As you exhale, lower your ego mind below your compassion